Okay, the situation we're in right now is we have modified the SQL that creates the database by adding this priority column here inside the department table, and the problem is now our diagram doesn't have that in it, so the SQL and the diagram are out of sync. I can take this SQL that I have and reverse engineer it back into a diagram. Now before I do that, I have to close the existing diagram. So let's close that and the model over here. So I'm just left with my local instance. So come on up to database and then select reverse engineer. And it links to the server. That's what we want. Click on next. Accept all those defaults. It's able to connect to our server. We pick the database that we want to reverse engineer. It's employee department. Click on next. It found everything in there. There's two objects. There's two tables, employee and department. Click on execute. And it's placing the objects. Operation completed successfully. Next. It's done. I click on finish. So now I'm left in a diagram, but look, it's blank. Well, look at this thing over here. The two entities are already on the diagram. It's just that they're way down at the bottom. So here's our employee and department, and here's the priority field on the department. And again, I'll go up into the model options and diagram and turn off those captions. So here I am back. I'll add my notes back on the diagram. The important thing is if you make a lot of changes in your SQL, you can reverse engineer it back to your diagram. It's very easy to do that, but you're still faced with work because now you're going to have to put the labels back on and the note up at the top here that had your name and the name of the schema and so on. The important thing is you can go both ways. You can forward engineer or you can reverse engineer. The way I would normally do it in life is I would make my changes in the diagram and forward engineer it each time. I try to avoid reverse engineering, but if you decide to start making changes in the SQL, you can reverse back and engineer into a diagram as well. In the next video, I'll show you how to actually load some records into the table.